let's get straight into it. So, for anyone that hasn't seen this or seen any of this yet, the whole concept of this show is we have three quarterbacks. We've got Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota, and we're kind of following them through the season a little bit. There's a little sort of intro. This is from the brainchild, by the way, of Peyton Manning, which Peyton does himself a little intro up front. He's sort of the first scene of the entire show is Peyton Manning articulating, how difficult it is to play quarterback. And like one overarching thought is Peyton Manning was everywhere when he was one of the best players in the NFL, right? He was on every second commercial that was on TV. And then when he retired, he kind of faded away, did his own thing, and now seems to be coming back with the express intent of taking over the entire media landscape of the world.
No, I completely agree with you there. I mean, obviously, I don't know if he planned on that, right? Peyton, just from knowing, I've got some good friends who are in the Denver, Colorado area, and Peyton's got his hands in a couple of different things. I think he's got his own bourbon that he makes, and there are things that he does around the community and everything. So he was obviously dipping his toe in the water of getting involved in the community and getting back out in the media. But I think all of this really took off with the Manning cast stuff, right? Because you go back to the very first Manning cast episode, and it's from a production standpoint like a train wreck. I mean, these dudes have no idea how to be on camera. They have no idea how to throw to breaks. They have no idea how to come back from commercial. They're in the middle of thoughts, and you could tell the producer is in their ear screaming, "You have 2 seconds and your mic will cut off." So it was like him and Eli were doing that Manning cast thing for fun, and people loved them so much because, of course, these are two very famous brothers, but also because these guys are two quarterbacks. And I think the premise of this show and how it started and how Peyton became the executive director of it is because we can't get enough quarterback access. When it comes to quarterbacks, how they live their life, how they prepare, what's going on in their head, just seeing different viewpoints of one of the most complex positions of any sport at the very highest level is something that's always going to intrigue people. So you're right. Peyton makes a cameo at the very beginning of it. He kind of narrates some of it going into the beginning storyline. And Omaha Productions, his production agency or his production company, is the one who helps put this on along with Netflix. And so, I don't think Peyton's going away anytime soon. I think that he realizes the media loves him. So we're going to get more of this, which is fine by me because it creates some great content.
Well, he was always the great prize in terms of, everyone thought he would be the next Tony Romo or the Tony Romo, the guy that would go into the booth and become, the next great announcer, and he was going to get $25 million a year to do that or whatever, and never really seemed to show any interest in that. But I think that's carried over. Peyton Manning has always been a personality. There was a reason he was in every second commercial. It's because he was funny. Peyton Manning is inherently, naturally funny. And actually, the fact that the Manning cast is like a production shit show actually is what makes it so compelling. Some of the funniest things to come from the Manning cast are complete and total screw-ups when it comes to the production and stuff. One of my favorite clips is where Eli's like, we're going to go to Peyton Manning to break down this play. And Peyton's like, I can't hear shit. And Manning's like, oh, never mind. Here we go. Just hilarious.
And I think that you're right. That's why I kind of brought it up in that light where I don't know if they thought this was going to work. I think that they just were doing this for fun. Maybe their agent said, hey, ESPN and Monday Night Football are going to pay you a lot of money just to sit there and talk football. And him and Eli probably went, okay,
well, I think
with no sort of broadcast direction experience. And then we love them so much because they're so charismatically themselves.
But also it's all the benefits.
Now I think because of that, Peyton is like, oh, okay, I'm going to do more of this because now he's more comfortable.
It's it's all the benefits of that, broadcast gig without needing to do it, every single week of the year. They get half the season off or whatever. It's all the benefits of that. They don't need to go and do all the pre-prep stuff because the whole thing is supposed to be off the cuff. It's all the benefits of that without any of the drawbacks.